Welcome back, dear students. In the last class, I recited the last stanza of the poem, and now we will discuss that last stanza of the poem. Here, the poet discussing about make me into your musical instrument. The poet addressing west wind as take him into wind's consideration. Make me into your musical instrument, just as the forest is when you blow through it. So, what if my leaves are falling like the forest's leaves? The rukus of your powerful music will bring a deep atom music out of both me and the forest. So, the poet appealing to the west wind as if wind can take him like the forest. It will be beautiful even though it's sad. As I told you, dear students, wind brings death, wind brings the sadness, suffering, decay. That is why it is called as unruly soul. You should become my soul. You should become me. You unpredictable creature. You are so unruly. You are so unprecedented. You are so uncontrollable. That's why you are unpredictable creature. Scatter my dead thoughts across the universe like fallen leaves to inspire something new and exciting. Let this poem be a prayer that scatters ashes and sparks as though from a fire that someone forgot to put out throughout the human race. Speak through me, and in that way turn my words into a prediction of the future. O wind! And in the last line, most interesting, most popular, most famous line of the poem is quoted everywhere in literature of the Shelley's lines are, "O wind, if winter is on its way, isn't spring going to follow it soon?" That it means there is a promise, there is a spirit of the coming atom, of the coming spring, where the renewal, where the rebirth of everything in the nature. If wind takes everything out, but again there is a promise of renewal or rebirth of the buds, flowers, vegetables, bees, fruits, flowers, everything in the nature. Hence, there is a promise in the poem. Again, the poem is all about, it has 5 stanzas in each canto. First 4 stanzas consists of the 3 lines in each canto, and there is one couplet at the end of the each canto. Actually, the poet has followed, the poem is the model of Dante's Divine Comedy, where the same structure has been used in the present. poem. Dante's Divine Comedy structure pattern is used in the present poem. Overall impact of the poem is it is a lyric. The music swells like the surge of the west wind, and the dramatic alliteration in the opening line, wild west wind. The poet calls it as wild west wind. Shelley deftly blends the natural, the personal, and the universal in the same poem. Shelley finished this great poem optimistically. As I told you, throughout the poem, there is a optimism of coming of the spring or the gen or the birth, rebirth, renewal of the life on the earth, believing in the rise of the humanity. As I told you, the the poet the poet is one of the most interesting remarkable poem for the liberty, freedom of the human being, rather than any other romantic poets of his age. So there is a the poet has used so many literary devices in the poem. There is a personification in the poem. Shelley wants readers to consider the wind a living force that helps shape the landscape, literally the physical landscape, and metaphorically the landscape of human minds and attitudes. So Shelley uses three major images in the poem: the wave, the leaf, and the cloud to demonstrate the ways in which the west wind treats elements of the physical landscape, as well as most important, most memorable line of the poem is, if winter comes, can spring be far behind? Is the most memorable, most interesting, and highly quoted quote by Shelley is, if winter comes, can spring be far behind? With this much of discussion, we will stop our discussion of the poem, and I hope you have all understood the poem by Shelley. Thank you, dear students.